Hello people of YouTube, it's Deepak here, and welcome to the DCS news stream for the 12th of November 2022. I hope that you all enjoyed that previous video there where I was going over some of the interesting changes to the navigational systems of the Harrier in 2.8.0. Just noticing chat there. Thank you very much, everyone. Welcome to the stream, Tog. You are indeed first. Welcome, Storm Kambari. Welcome, Stevie B. Griff Nizzle. H Lightsphere. Leo Netzel. Irish Pat. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Great to have you all aboard, as always. 11 out of 10 for Harrier video, +1 for being bug. Hello, Echo. Welcome to the stream. So yeah, unfortunate that one. Don't blame Razbam. My understanding is it's not their fault that these functionalities ended up in the sim in an incomplete state. I believe the Eagle Dynamics pushed a patch from Razbam early when it was not supposed to be pushed yet. So that's not on Razbam. Hello, Pink Floyd. Welcome back. Yes, so yeah, that was. I wanted to do just a quick update on that because I noticed in some of the forums and in some of the comments to my Harrier videos, people were commenting that certain things were not working in the way they expected and that certain things seemed to be broken. It's not really that anything's broken per se, apart from the bits that are broken. But you know, the way that the target points work and the way that the waypoint offsets work has completely changed, and so you need to know that to be able to make use of those features. So I thought an addendum was in order so that everyone can understand how it's supposed to work. So, welcome to the DCS news. I think I will begin, as I always do, with the Eagle Dynamics newsletter. Let's jump straight into that and see what we've got for this week. Not a very busy news week this week. Just a few items to go over. And also, no dotChuckles this week. Apologies. He is very, very busy with work, sadly. Aronov, it looks like it is broken, but it is actually fixed. That's the thing, when it comes to the way that waypoint increment and the quick access menu work, this is it actually fixed. This is it working a lot more like the real aircraft does, because the real aircraft does not allow you to cycle through all all point types using waypoint increment. You have to actually choose what point type you're in. The bit that is bugged, however, is that it shouldn't be like wrapping out of target points and into waypoints and getting stuck. That's a bug. And also the arrows should not be disappearing. LJ, welcome to the stream. So what have we got? Dear fighter pilots, partners and friends, the Shadows Trophy Tournament is back. Intense time trials will once again challenge rotary wing pilots across all skill levels. Featuring a new racetrack, we encourage veterans and newcomers to take to the sky and prove themselves. For details, please check out the announcement. Is this going to be a video? Nope, it's not a video. Well, we're not going to look at that then. We're improving the DCS Mi-24P Hind's Petrovich AI logic. This includes the addition of threat awareness and idle mode behavior. Please read the details below and check out the latest Petrovich AI tutorial by Wolfpack 345. We are delighted to inform you that your favorite bundles are back. Okay. We'd also like to remind you of the DCS Ka-50 Black Shark 2 savings. Keep in mind that buying now will ensure savings on the upcoming DCS Black Shark 3. You should all keep this in mind. Hello, John Bluer. Howdy. Finally caught one for the first time in ages. Well, John Bluer, this is the perfect time for you to be joining because a little bit later on I'm going to be revealing your work that you did for myself and dotChuckles. That's going to be part of this video a little bit later, so thank you for that. All will become clear later. So, Shadow Tournament, timed helicopter competition. Verpal Controls will be providing a prize pool worth an incredible €8,000. Grand prizes consisting of complete helicopter control setups will go to the winners. The tournament this year will be divided into 3 groups, with each group receiving a full suite of prize devices for first, second and third places. For more information on the tournament and participant statistics, the complete prize fund, and regulations for the event, please visit Verpal Controls forum. Okay. So, Mi-24P Hind development progress. Work on the Petrovich AI for DCS Mi-24P Hind continues, and our latest development is focused on Petrovich background behaviours. These determine what Petrovich will do when not busy blowing up stuff with ATGMs or searching for targets through the periscope sight. One of the activities, which is almost finished, will allow Petrovich to scan for threats and warn you of them. This is actually sounding a bit like what our man Jester in the F-14 currently does, which is pretty cool. Petrovich AI will move his field of view in different directions to scan for potential threats, like missiles or projectiles fired at you. The FOV is limited, and if Petrovich looks at something on the starboard side, he won't notice gun or missile fire coming from the port side. When detecting threats, Petrovich will only notice missiles from far away when a smoke trail is still present. The projectile detection range is limited to 2.5 kilometers. Petrovich will not warn you of everything detected and flood you with messages. Rather, Petrovich will be looking at relative speeds and trajectories to decide if a missile or hail of rounds poses a threat, just like a real co-pilot. He will make educated guesses and warn about incoming missiles, even if the missile is locked on another target that is close to you. It's good, because of course in the real world he wouldn't know. So we're not going to have any, any unrealistic levels of knowledge about what's actually going on. Pink Floyd, my K50 beats all Hinds. I put my money on the man-pads. yeah, man-pads are pretty dangerous to helicopters. Messages and voiceovers will be in the form of clock direction calls between 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock. Petrovich will also use countermeasures automatically when he detects incoming missiles. We also have a new video from Wolfpack 345 ready that reviews all Petrovich AI functionality. Check it out. We're going to take a quick peek at this video, although it's about half an hour long, so I'll just leave it playing in the background, basically. We're not going to be able to watch or evaluate the whole thing. And then KA-50 Black Shark 2, big bundle bargains. With the imminent release of Black Shark 3, we kindly remind you that the Black Shark 2 plus MI8 MTV2 or the Black Shark 2 plus combined arms bundles are the best way to access massive savings on the DCS Black Shark 3. They should get me to do this for them, like in the adverts. I could do like a kind of voiceover voice. They're the best way to have access to massive savings. It sounds a bit Iceland, but anyway. If you're from the UK, you'll remember the Iceland adverts. Make sure you grab this opportunity whilst there still is time. Thank you again for your passion and support. Yours sincerely, Eagle Dynamics. Excellent. Good evening, Milan. Welcome, Zigzag. Welcome everybody to the stream. It's good to have everyone aboard. So that's the newsletter for this week. This is, as you can tell, a somewhat quieter news week. It wasn't that long ago that 2.8 landed. Landed. Flight sim joke. But it's, it was a very, very big add-on. They're probably still doing some tweaks here and there, and so I don't expect we're going to hear that much in the way of big things from Eagle Dynamics anytime too soon. However, our man Wolfpack 345 did release this very lengthy and in-depth video all about Petrovich AI, which is a really good one. I recommend taking a look at this. He goes through all the capabilities of Petrovich and what he can do for you. It's actually been a little bit of time since I've flown the Mi-24, so I should jump back into this and see how it's getting on. I flew it kind of when it was initially released in early access, and there's been a lot of development subsequently. Griffners will be right back. I need new pants. Okay. Hoshi, aloha. Tog, landed. You mean crashed? Yes, indeed. So, yeah, this is a very, very long video. He goes into all kinds of stuff. He talks about Petrovich as a pilot, Petrovich in combat, being attacked from the hover, attack runs, Petrovich as a CPG, target designating and ATGM usage, countermeasures usage, IFF and the mission editor, and special settings. So there's quite a lot of stuff going on in here. And I've got to say, I think the UI for Petrovich and the way in which you interact with him is quite nice. I wonder if they've done something similar for George as yet. I'm not 100% sure. Irish Pat 64 was hoping for some F-15E news. Sadly, no. There's no real update on the F-15 this week, at least. Santa has our F-15Es. Tornado news, Frantic Stone, yes, complete with correct capitalization. Good work, excellent. There's not really that much in the way of tornado news, as far as I'm aware. There's really not that much in regards to any kind of news. So this is pretty much what we're getting this week. We've got this very nice video from Wolfpack. As I said, I think this UI and this way of interacting with the AI is really, really nice. It's somewhat... it's not even... I was going to say it's somewhat similar to what we have for Jester in the F-14, but Jester's wheel menu is your primary way of accessing his features, and then he just talks to you, which is really, really nice. But I have to say, this is a nice addition, having these UI elements. It's a little bit less kind of in-sim, a little bit less realistic, or immersive, you might say. But it's very handy. It's a very handy thing to have, and a nice way of interacting with the AI. Frantic Stone, there's been a release nearly every year around Christmas, and everyone thinks it's going to be an Xmas release, and it never is. Lol. I think the F-15E will probably go into early access in Christmas, because it's what Razbam have hinted at. They could, of course, miss it. We'll see. Griff Nizzle, if Mudhen beats Rhino to release, Clown World confirmed. I think the Mudhen will be first. I think it will be. In any case, check out Wolfhound 345's excellent video. It's Petrovich AI tutorial, it's entitled, and it has a lot of really, really good content, as always, about how to interact with the Petrovich AI. So at this point, I'm going to jump into a little bit of work that John Bluer did for myself and dotChuckles recently. This is really, really good. Thank you very much for contributing this. As both myself and dotChuckles sometimes lose track of which aircraft modules are in development and by who, it's quite nice to have a list like this. John Bluer has very helpfully compiled an entire list of everything that is in the works and who is working on it. Frantic Stone, I will buy the F-15. It looks quite cool, and I have more faith with Razbam these days. John Bluer, I tried flying the Hind today on grey flag. The hard left yaw on takeoff caught me by surprise. Irish Pat, what would everyone want more before year is out? New module or game fixes / multi-threading? Stevie B, maybe they'll do a tornado for your Christmas, Frantic. It's going to be for you. You're a tornado fan number 1. So anyway, let's jump into this. What have we got? In at number 1, I kind of feel like top of the pops. Eagle Dynamics and Black Shark 3 is currently in development. Crosstail Studios are working on the A1D Sky Raider. Flying Iron Simulations are working on the A7E Corsair. Grinelli Designs are working on the F100D Super Sabre. Heatblur are working on 2 unreleased variants of the F-14A in the form of the F-14A Early with 135GR engines and the 95GR engined Iranian Air Force F-14A. Heatblur are also working on an F-4E Phantom II, 2 variants, Classic Blocks 36-45 and an upgraded DMAS. They're also working on an A6E Intruder, initially an AI model, but later it will be player controllable. And they're also working on a Eurofighter Typhoon. Notes on the F4, it'll be a J or an S, that's what's planned. The A6E will be AI first and then full fidelity. Yep, that's kind of what I said there. Avia Storm are working on a Panavia Tornado IDS, specifically the Luftwaffe version. India Foxed Echo, they've just released the MB339, and I'll be doing a video on that at some point soon. And they're also working on the G91, the Fiat. 4 variants, the R1B, the R-3, the R-4, and the Pan. Aviron are working on the IAI Kafir. Airplane Simulation Company are working on the C-130J, 2 variants, the MC-130J and the KC-130J, also planned. Razbam are working on the F-15E Strike Eagle, the MiG-23 MLA, the IA-58 Pucara, the AV-8B Harrier 2 Plus, They've gone back and forth on this one a few times, but my understanding is that at present they are intending to do it at some point. A29 Super Tucano. And notes, Mirage 3, English Electric Lightning, and Harrier FRS or GR3 may have been modelled but not officially started. So yeah, they've shown off pictures of some of these. Miltech 5, working on a BO105, 3 variants, the PAH1A1, the HKP9A, and the VBH. Polychop are working on the OH58D Kiowa Warrior. Very, very interested to see this one come to fruition. Haven't heard anything from them recently, though. Aegis, they're continuing their work on the Mirage F1. They have 3 unreleased variants in the form of the EE, the BE, and the M. Red Star Simulations are working on the MiG-17F. Magnitude 3 Simulations are working on the F8 Crusader. And Octopus G are working on the LA-7. So, good work, John Bloor. This was quite a serious amount of work compiling all of this together, I'm sure, but very, very useful. So thank you very much. Echo, I would like Viper and Hornet out of early access before Christmas. I doubt that's going to happen, although they'll get close. You know, we're not that far from the end of the features list there. Those aircraft are just about done. In fact, I might even do you a little favour there, Echo, and actually go over the roadmap, the remaining items that are on those. Because we did actually, we went over it not that long ago, but I think it's probably worth taking a quick look at. Here we go, F-16C Viper roadmap. So here we go, going to bring my screen back up again. All the stuff in green has already been done, and so that leaves us with items that are being worked on right now, and things that are going to be worked on shortly thereafter. Okay, Frantic Stone. Oh wait, just noticed you're over 6k subscribers. Huzzah and congrats. I was going to get to that a little bit later, but thank you very much. Thank you very much for that. Going for 10. We matter more. We're here now, says Pink Floyd. Oh, thank you very much for the contribution, Storm Kimbari. That's very kind of you. I salute you. John Bloor, I missed the F4U Corsair and the SU-17 for sure. Yes, that's right. Actually, I'd forgotten about those as well. Thank you very much, Faltraver, for the congratulations. So, Echo, this is just for you. Everyone else can listen if they would like, though. They've got in blue here, which I guess are the things being actively developed. They mentioned the LADD bombing mode. This is actually, as I understand it, already done, and it will be coming in the next patch. Further Link 16 functions, they're being worked on just now, like the ability to assign air-to-air targets, animated tailhook, and the alternative landing gear handle. After that, we're getting a cockpit view pilot model, after the Hornet pilot. We're getting the RWR handoff PRF tones. They're waiting on a PRF tone library. We're getting radar velocity search mode after early access. Very important to note. This one I was surprised about because I didn't realise that our block of the aircraft actually had this. I thought velocity search was deleted in block 52, but I guess I'm wrong. We're going to get Sniper XR targeting pod after early access. We're going to get data transfer cartridge and mission planner after early access, and we're going to get the ALE 50 Toad decoy, again, after early access. Oh, thank you very much, IrishPat64. That's very, very kind. Thank you, everybody, for these contributions. It's like really, it's a big help for me kind of spending time on running the channel and recording the videos. It really kind of powers me along, having that extra cup of coffee. Your support's very, very welcome. Thank you. So yeah, this was everything for the F-16. I'll just very quickly do the same for the F-18 because they also updated the roadmap for that one quite recently as well. If you give me one moment, I'll pull that one up. Here we go, Hornet. And where is the Hornet one? Oh, here we go, features for roadmap. That's the one. Splendid. Okay, this one's done very slightly differently. Rather than color coding the whole thing, they've just got kind of tags on the end. So for the next update, we've got the BU page, which is the backup page, as I understand it. Updated flight model for ground effect, takeoff pitch effects, autopilot based on FPM, touch and go handling, and other remaining flight model issues, currently in internal testing. Auto loft mode and remaining JDAM and JSO functions are a work in progress. INS GPS full simulation and alignment, carrier and ground, is a work in progress. And then after early access, we're getting JPF view settings, Mark 77 fire bombs. They're waiting on the visual effects for this. And the Gen X decoy, missing needed data at the present time. So that's rather exciting. John Bloor at Deepak. I hope that list was useful. There's been a lot of confusion about what's in development. I put that list together whilst waiting for Tesco delivery. That's time well spent, sir. Thank you very much. Zigzag. I've noticed the flight damage model for the CH-47 AI Hilo needs some work. It's almost impossible to kill with missiles or cannon fire when playing with combined arms. Okay, that's... I hadn't noticed that. Thank you very much for that. That's something that I'm going to have to look into and do a little test on. And just for absolute completeness, let's jump in and grab the roadmap for the Apache as well, because that's also been posted not that long ago. Let me see if I can find it. Course trim, observations, screenshots and videos, mini updates. Is it just at the end of the mini updates? Yes, here we go. So we've got a little update here on the Apache. Dear all, much of the work is focused on fixing bugs and tuning systems to first have a solid foundation to work from. However, IAT MTT are in active development, as is initial FCR and RF Hellfire and LB-Net. Given the complexity of such tasks, we have no date estimates at this time. Once IAT MTT are available, we plan to offer the Dash 64 in the free trial program. So Apache will be coming to the free trial program soon. Outside of those systems, much work is ongoing with regards to performance, level of detail models. They did quite a big update to this in 2.8.0. New pilot models and animations for single player and SP and MC. Don't know what that means. Updating the perf page. It's quite a deep rabbit hole. Continuing tuning of the FCS and yaw offset. Ability to change seats in MC. Oh, right, okay, so that's single player and multi-crew. New voiceovers for flight members 2, 3, and 4. Continued George AI refinements. Tuning the TSE and LMC behavior. And then there's other work to be done after that. And was there anything else? Oh, actually, they did another mini update in September 29. Okay, right, sorry about that. Current tasks, things they're working on right now, are yaw SAS behavior, improving the Vortex ring state characteristics, complete the image auto tracking and multi-target tracking for TADS, complete the performance page, complete the new pilot and CPG models, improved data link modem IDM that will include LongbowNet and the ability to share targeting between AH-64Ds, additional crew radio messages, additional external model levels of detail for improved performance, continued George improvements, and the Robbie fuel tank option. Following the above, priority items include the fire control radar and the AGM-114L radar-guided Hellfires, the SAS collective channel behavior, and the radar altitude hold and altitude hold stability when outside ground effect. Adjusting the SAS and saturation tones, and uncommanded pitch and roll behavior in some conditions. So that's everything to do with the Apache that they're working on just now. Cool. John Bloor, I'm getting way less SAS saturation alerts from the Apache in 2.8, but there's some odd nose-down behavior after certain maneuvers. As per, I'm sure the FM is constantly being adjusted and improved. Yeah, it's very much still early access, and this is something that they've said that they're working on. So yeah, I would imagine that's going to be sorted out. Still months to the Mirage F1 free trial, asks Pink Floyd. Yes, I would expect so. Aircraft are not normally going into the free trial until quite a bit later. I guess they don't want to give people a poor impression of the module before it's even exited early access. Ernest Winslow, I'm looking forward to the Supercarrier crew directing flights out of parking area and to parking spots. The Supercarrier has been quite slow in development. Yes, this is something they've said they're working on just now. We're expecting the pilot ready room, we're expecting the air boss station, we're expecting the ground crew to be giving us directions to and from parking. A lot of really, really cool stuff being worked on there. You notice that when it comes to like Eagle Dynamics Instagram or any of the stuff that they put out on YouTube, like all of the videos that they're making and releasing tend to showcase the carrier because it really does look very, very good. Like you're having people doing all the all the directing stuff and the shoot and all that. It looks really cool. It's quite cinematic looking. They've done a really good job on that. Griffnizzle, just noticed the shirt, Getting Hoi 4 flashbacks. I don't even know where my logo is. Yes. It's a poorly kept secret that I have an association with Paradox. Griffnizzle, the series taught me I'm far too smooth-brained for strategy. Just give me a trigger to pull, please. Okay, thanks. Yeah. The Paradox games can be quite complex. I'm a big fan of Stellaris, or at least I was back in the day when it was simpler. As more and more DLC come out, it becomes more and more complex. John Blur, it's been said before, but the Kiowa working with an Apache and a hunter-killer pair will be menacing. Yeah, absolutely. It'd be really cool to see these groupings, especially making use of the aircraft the way that it is used in the real world. It'd be really, really cool. Tog, I knew after Stellaris that Paradox was on the wrong timeline for me. Fair enough. Cool. Okie dokie. So yeah, that is in fact all the news that we have for this week. It has been a fairly quiet news week. Here's hoping for some more exciting stuff in the coming weeks. In any case, maybe we'll get some more cool things to look at before the end of the year. And here's, fingers crossed that Razbam will pull one out of the hat in the form of the Strike Eagle, Mud Hen, whatever you'd like to call it, the non-swing wing tornado. It's going to be really cool to see that and have a shot of it. It's going to be day one purchase from me. I'm a big Razbam fan, so we'll give that a go. Frantic Stone at John Blur. Apart from my fascination with Tornado, the Kiowa is also a side dream. Yeah, Kai would be a really good one to have a shot of. So it's at this time, as I often do, that I shall pimp the VAF. The VAF, or the Virtual Air Force, is an online virtual squadron originally founded by myself and dotChuckles. It has an opt-in milsim style experience, with it being possible for you to join the squadron as a freelancer, fly whatever aircraft you would like, without any mandatory training. You can attend any of our sessions you would like to, and yeah, just nice and simple. Or alternatively, you can join one of our internal numbered squadrons. We currently have them for the A-10, the F-14, the F-16, the F-18, the Harrier, and the Apache. And for these, we have mandatory training with a type rating and additional qualifications available thereafter. We do training sessions every Tuesday at 8 PM UK time, and we do missions on Thursdays also at 8 PM UK time. Also, check out our Discord channel, our Discord server, because we are now starting up some North American time zone events as well, and we even already have our very first North American-based squadron in the form of 6-9 Squadron, who fly the F-16. So come join, even if you want to hang out and chat with some like-minded aviation enthusiasts. Link to the Discord is in the chat, and also, if you're watching after the fact, in the show notes below. Come fly with us if you would like to, or just hang out and chat. So yes, that was the VAF being pimped. Zigzag, Tornado, or the F-15E? I would select the Tornado. It's a toughie because they're both very, very similar aircraft, and they both kind of fulfill the same role. The version of the Tornado that we're getting, though, is a bit earlier. The F-15E Strike Eagle that we're going to be getting will be more capable, because it's a much more modern aircraft. But yeah, they basically do the same job. Irish Pat, cheers friends, have a lovely weekend. I salute you, sir. Mangash, is the VAF server up 24/7 or just for designated activities? We're in the process of setting up a new dedicated server. As of right now, it appears in the server browser just as a VAF test server, and it should be up 24/7, but there may be occasions when it crashes or we have problems with it, because we are testing a new setup. But it should be up most of the time. Fantastic. Why not both? Indeed. Why not both? So yeah, that's everything to do with the VAF. Please come and say hi on the Discord. Everybody is welcome. I've been Deepak. Every Saturday, I do a new tutorial video. Currently, I'm doing a series on the F-14. I have on hold my series on the Hornet, which I'll be continuing just as soon as they fix the guided weapon problems. And this week I did this little update on the Harrier. I sometimes go back to series that I've already finished in the event that there's new information to share. So yeah, I always do a video premiere at, it's going to be 6:30 PM UK time on a Saturday, and that's then followed by the DCS news, which just happens to be this thing, what you're watching right now. If you haven't already, please subscribe, like, and comment. That's a really big help to me and to the channel. If you'd like to support me even further than that, I have activated YouTube memberships on the channel, and I call it Deepak's Ground Crew. Big shout out to the current members of Deepak's Ground Crew who are supporters of this channel. Those are Frantic Stone, Channel Right, Storm Kimbari, Byron Farrow, Leo Netzel, Harish Rajan, Mangash, Pink Floyd, J.R. Walker, Chandro Hedgevald, and Griff Nizzle. Thank you very much, all of you, for your support. I salute you all. And that's basically everything that we have for this week. So I want to thank everybody for watching, thank everybody for your support. Thank you very much for helping me surpass 6,000 subscribers. That's a really big milestone. I'm really, really psyched about that. Here's to the next 1,000. Let's keep going. Everybody subscribe, like, and comment. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the show, and I'll see you all next time. Ta-ta.